Yeah. Facebook people, I'm looking. It's looking like I'm live already, but I believe Facebook has done me a justice, and I'll see myself over here on the phone in a second. But I know you can see me, so welcome to the show scenario. I'm excited. I'm very excited this tonight for what's about to go down. So you guys come on in here and get situated, and then I'm gonna get situated, and we're gonna be ready to take care of business tonight. Because I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you had a great weekend, and I know my weekend was cool, and so today was kind of like a chill mode day. Facebook has done me a justice. There you go. And I see me talking to me over there. So welcome. It's 10:30. Welcome to After Dark with Shawn Cornelius. I am your host, the romantic, funny man, Shawn Cornelius. Hey, Denise. And when you all decide to come in, hey, Carla Dickens, how you doing? Got a fantastic show tonight. This is Ladies Week. It is Ladies Week, ladies. I know y'all have been waiting for this since last week, where I had my whole week full of gentlemen, and they came on and did a fantastic job. Did an excellent conversation. Knowledge, wisdom, funny, and we had some fun. And coming up this week, I got some very interesting ladies on the way. Tomorrow night, Malika Clary. She's the writer, producer, director, and star in Three Quarters of Deception, which I had the honor of doing some things with the film. And on Wednesday, Lisa Parker, who's an entrepreneur, businesswoman, and Jahari Monet on Thursday, who is a very interesting lady and fits the After Dark mode. And on Friday, comedian Barbara Carlisle, a legend in the game and a good friend. But tonight, kicking us off, tonight, sitting in my virtual green room, and she is ready. What's up to my producer, Tyreek Wasakiem? She is ready. Look at the smile on that photo. I hope she's smiling behind this picture, because that would be awesome. This woman, I'll tell you, we don't even have enough time. An hour is not enough time to have a conversation with this talented lady. Known her for quite some time, worked with her, worked for her. She's worked for me. I've been on her platform, radio show platform, and now I have the pleasure of putting her on, and she accepted so graciously to come on and talk. And we're going to talk. So let me do Let's Talk right now and bring her on. Uh, Again, talented lady, been in so many projects. We'll have her talk about it. Please welcome Staxx Cordero. Staxx, come on out of my green room, my virtual green room. Come on in here. My green room looks nice tonight. I don't even know we designed it that way. And what's
Well,
going
it
on?
is after dark.
Yes, it is. And you look after dark.
It is after dark. Do I? I wanted to fit the mold, so let me see what I can do to fit the mold,
Oh,
What's up,
yeah.
Mr. Cornelius? Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate you.
No, hey, this is an honor for me. I'm so look. I was trying to do this before the pandemic. Get you on an interview.
I was just discussing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, when was that? Because I was wondering a few things, and I hit you in the inbox about that. But I was hoping that you had. I think that you have enough updated information. Anything else that I've been doing has just been since the pandemic, so we good.
I almost wasn't able to put this hat on. You got so much information. My head was swelling.
Hey,
Everything. So yeah, no, it's all wonderful. I just want you. We're gonna do it and have fun. So from time to time, like I tell every guest, there are people on Facebook watching. So I need you guys to go share this right now. Go to my page with the white T-shirt on. Share this so that we can get a whole bunch of other people who are want to hang out with Staxx and I through this interview. And a week when she comes back over, we're gonna just get right into it. So I see D over there, Sonia, Charlotte, Charles Massey. What's good, brother? Denise DeGiorgio, D Rowe, Lena. Yeah, and some more people, Carla, people will come and pop in. This is awesome. Denise Wilkerson is in the building as well. So I knew the ladies were going to come because they couldn't wait for this. So this is great. So, all righty, let's get into it. I know you. But for the people that don't know you, please let them know who Staxx Cordero is, where she's from, and then we'll get it rolling.
Well, I'm from Harlem.
All the world.
And Harlem in the building. Harlem on the rise. Okay. Let me see. I am from Harlem. There's a whole lot that makes me who I am. Culturally, I'm Dominican and West Indian. My dad was Dominican, may he rest, knowing that I'm still carrying his name strong. I promised him, so I'm still on it, still at it, you know. And West Indian. My grandma, my my mother's mother, Saint Croix, and my grandfather Saint, my late great grandfather. I'm stuttering. I'm sorry. From St. Thomas. They're around me. Thank you. They're around me.
So listen, with that background, that means you can definitely cook. I'm just gonna throw that on you. You can cook.
I could do a couple things. I order real strong though. You know what I'm saying?
Lord have mercy. All right.
Listen, now what comes with my heritage is this. Anybody that know any Caribbean person, they have more than what?
You have more than one job.
There you go. So there it is. I ain't got time to be in the kitchen like that. But when I'm in there, it's all good. Because I take my time. Listen, you got to take your time.
And you should.
Especially when you're feeding people, and you have to be in a good mood when you're gonna serve people. You know what I'm saying? You can't just get in the kitchen and just throw stuff together. You can't cook. When you have an attitude. So anytime somebody is serving me in a restaurant, I always make sure that I make them laugh, and I'm nice to them, because you don't want nobody going in the kitchen and coming back and you have to drink what they're bringing you.
Right.
Be nice to people.
You're supposed to do that anyway, but extra special when they're making your food.
Be very nice.
Exactly. Want to say what's up to Jaquan the Don, who's checking in from Woo South. Got a few people. Tony Young. So let's jump right into the meat, the sauce, because again, you have so many things with you on your resume and your titles: actress, writer, producer, director, a mom. And I know you got some things going on with a couple of streaming networks. We'll get into that. How did you get into the industry? Oh yeah, don't forget. I'm sorry, hip hopper.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what got you into the arts?
Michael Jackson.
Okay, he called you, and y'all had a conversation.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know what called me? Billie Jean called me. The Thriller album called me, and I was just so intrigued with him, and I was just like infatuated with the Thriller album, with reading the lyrics on the songs, and then like watching him and watching the Thriller video. My uncle had it, so that was a thing. If you was able to get your hands on one of those videos, if you had the album, that was the thing. But the video, I was watching the making of the Thriller video, just everything, and I was just like, wow, and I had an opportunity to dance in a show to Billie Jean, and that was my first performance, and I'll never forget how it made me feel to be on a stage and have my family out there excited, and after that, there was a lady that had a dance company. She heard about it, and she started coming to the school and teaching us. And a year later, I got into the dance company. I ain't get in the first year. Okay. I ain't even gonna front. I didn't get in the first year. Okay. But eventually I got in, and I stuck with them.
If at first you don't succeed, you try again, you get it together. Got it.
As you should. From there, I've always been into music. My dad was a DJ. My mom was always dancing. So everything that's in her comes out in myself and in my sisters. So with her dancing, that led me to the dance company. And all of the accents and stuff she likes to do, I ended up going to LaGuardia for drama. And it was one of my English teachers that pointed out that I should try, because I went for ballet, because it's primarily ballet and modern, and I'm more modern, hip hop, jazz, that's more me. And that's not to say that ballet is stiff, but it just wasn't for me. It's beautiful, but I couldn't. So but I did go at the referral of my English teacher, Kate, and hopefully she watches this. She's like, why don't you try drama? And I'm like, why? She's like, because you read so expressive. I love to hear you read out loud. And I'm like, oh, wow. And I got in. And so that started me on my journey with dance, acting. And while I was in school, I always listened to hip hop. And I had one of my classmates. She started working she was like an intern at Classic Concept, right? But before that, she was interning for like a different producers, promoters, and stuff.
Okay.
And she asked me if I would perform for a show for Third Base. She was like, there's no money in it. I'm like, what? I can't wait to be there. So those are the three things that set me off. And writing is something that I've always done. And I never really looked at it, as anything, like I would write and get awards and be like, what's this for? Like, why am I getting this award? Or why is this such a big deal to you? I'm just expressing myself.
Right.
But I hold
right.
it there now.
No,
I see beauty in it now.
That's cool. You're making this interview really easy for me by I have these questions, but you run right through the answers, and I'm good to go with that because I'm going.
I'm sorry.
No, that's cool because that was coming next. I was going to ask you, how did you transition?
Nice
into
little
the
segue.
acting? Yeah, you know how to do,
Right.
girl. You're a talk show host. You know what's going on. So, look,
I'm not trying to take over.
I will let you go, and I'll sip on my little tea, and I'm good to go.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
All right. Okay, so let's get to this one then. All right, 83, Michael Jackson got you into this type of thing, and we got you through the dance, the acting, and the writing. When did you decide that you want to do film? When did that come about, and how did that come about?
In college, the very first film that I did was with Jamal Joseph. He was one of my professors. Okay. Jamal is a Black Panther. He's an author. He's a filmmaker. He's a writer. He's a mentor. He's like a dad, like a big brother. Very respectful family man, And I took a class of his, and we had an assignment to create. Like he had us creating scripts. Okay. And I didn't realize that he was like sowing seeds, and then we also had to create a film. So that was the first time that I actually created a film. But what made me make Dear God a film was the fact that all of my actors that I was working with all the time were becoming really busy, and they were now in demand, and it was really hard to get them all in one place. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to shoot it. Once I said I was going to shoot it, right, everybody was available. Everybody was available. Everyone was there on time, and we were able to get through. How many pages was that? It might have been like 37 pages, but we shot it in 2 days. Okay. All right. Now, this was your first film project, Dear God, is it? Was this your first one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. And that is well, we'll get into that later. We'll talk about where it is later. Okay. All right. No problem. So now let me ask you this. Obviously, being a woman of color, did you ever? I mean, it's kind of a rhetorical question, but I want to hear your experience. Did you feel any kind of pressure being a woman or a woman of color, or how the industry is? Now it's a little bit different, but back when you started doing stuff as far as, being snubbed on any kind of thing as you got older because of being a female or that testosterone, that male dominated type of industry. I would experience that sometime in hip hop. In hip hop? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's still such a male dominated industry, where, at the time when I was really, really going for it, you had to be attached to a group of guys, right. So it would be interesting. It's like either they're like a big brother, right? Or they'll treat me like one of the guys, or they'll just act like I'm just invisible. And then, it was a thing of, a couple people wanted to write for me, and I'm like, nah, I write my own stuff. I write, because I don't know. I think that that's an ego thing with rappers. I think it's just an ego thing with rappers, because to be honest, they should have said, Staxx, let me help you out with a hook, because I really didn't know how to write a hook for a long time. And I could be honest in saying that it's not something, it's easier now because now I know how to do it.
Right.
But saying, let me write for you, or let me hear what you got for the hook, yo, let's tweak the hook, I would have been more open to that than somebody writing. You can't express my thoughts for me. That has to come from me. But working on a hook, working together, I think I could have appreciated that.
Okay. So now I know you as a very strong personality. I know you as a leader. It's one of the things I respect, of you. Now, did you always have it like, okay, so you said you decided to do this in the Michael Jackson era in the 80s. Was this you always? Did you always have this presence, personality, self-esteem? Because we might have young people watching this and young ladies watching this. And I think it's important to give them information that they may not have that, that self-esteem, because the industry can beat you down or the society can beat you down.
That's loaded, Shawn. I think that anything that you want to do, you should believe in yourself, and you should know, believe in yourself, believe in your gift, and always hold your head high in any room that you walk into. For me, that's the studio. For me, that's on set. For me, that's into an audition or into the studio, when I'm doing a radio show. Like on any set that I'm on, I'm on. So anytime that you're on, and nobody can take that from you. That's something that nobody can take from you. Once it's showtime and they introduce you, that's it. That is it. That is your time. And anytime that any moment that you have a chance to display your talent, you display it proudly, because that's what you have. That's what God gave you.
True.
And if you don't use it, you will lose it. And also just be mindful of who you share your ideas and your dreams with.
Right. You can't be always so quick to be out there telling everything.
Because you want to, because you're so excited. You're like,
I
got this idea. And that's me all day. Oh, I got this idea. And sometimes you're like,
Now, and I asked you that question because I know that you have daughters, and you obviously had to instill.
2 daughters, yeah.
Right. You had to obviously instill that what you're saying in them, because I see your post on Instagram and Facebook and how proud you are of them. And, I think you call one the mini entrepreneur. I think, I don't know if your oldest.
Oh, the little CEO.
CEO, yeah, there you go.
Oh, Destiny,
So
she is something else.
Yeah, you've had to instill
She's
that.
a baby boss. You know what? She watches me. She's watched me from young, and she's always seen how hard I go for it. And I see that in her. And children do what you do.
Right.
Children do what you do. They follow your example. So you have to be mindful of what you show them. But what I can say is, I remember, I think it wasn't for Dear God, it was for another short play that I did. I had her be a part of it, and I gave her script.
Okay.
And we all came to a table read. And when we came to the table read, everyone was sitting down and they had their scripts open, and she didn't. And I'm like, Destiny, we're gonna read the script. She said, well, I'm ready. I already have my lines. I already know what I'm gonna say. and that came from her watching me go to sleep with my script. I go to sleep reading my script. It's the only thing that I read before I get on stage, before I film, like leading up until the day. And even on that day, it's the only thing that I read.
Right.
So she definitely got that from me. And with dance, she's a way better dancer than me. The way she is now, I don't think I've ever reached that level. Okay. And she's known she wanted to be a dancer from age 3. And she's always said it. I'm going to be a famous dancer. I'm going to be a famous dancer from age 3. I'm like, what do you, with kids, you ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm going to be a famous dancer. And I was like, okay. you know. And with the other one, you know, she wants to model, and she's been successful with that. She had some modeling gigs, you know. She made me a grandma. She made me a Mimi. That's what my granddaughter calls me. She calls me Mimi.
I saw you post some about your grandbaby. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a great mom. So I definitely see myself in them. Like any person, you know, you wish that things could have gone differently, or you wish that you would have waited, or, you know, just to be able to give them what you think is the full package.
Right.
But this is the way it was supposed to be.
Right. Now
So
you can't see it, but I don't know if you're on your phone to see, but you said something about being a boss, and I know they can see it out on Facebook. I put this picture up.
I see it.
You can see the picture.
Yeah, I see it.
That's a
That's one
boss
of my
picture.
favorite pictures.
That's a boss picture to me. You know, the
It
cigar, the
is.
serious. So you know that's hot right there. That's hot right there. So okay, so cool. In about 9 minutes or so, we're gonna take a break really quickly. So let me get into some of the things that you've been doing, and you just tell me about these projects,
Okay.
and I'll just name a few. The latest one, I'll just go backwards from what I saw. I saw a post on Traffic Lane. You did a film. Is that complete? Did you guys finish filming Traffic
I
Lane?
believe that it is complete, and Jay is in editing right now.
Okay, cool. You obviously Bum
Jermaine
Rush.
Smith, shout out to Every Day the
Yes,
Brand.
Jermaine, I know, real cool. And you're in all 3 seasons of Bum Rush, a strong woman. Lieutenant.
Shout out to JV, Dre.
There you go.
Donovan, a creative flow.
Also, you're in Mr. JV.
Mr. JV's comedy series, yep, as Rosa Perez.
Rosa Perez.
Yep. Captain Malone in Bum Rush, and Rosa in Mr. JV's comedy series.
Sorry, yes, Captain, right, Lieutenant. The Struggle, which was in the Hip Hop Film Festival, which you did the screenplay for, and right, you wrote the screenplay. Hey, come on, I do my business, I do my work.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. So, okay. The Struggle is a part of my one-woman show. And it's a difficult part of the show. And so I had a conversation with someone very close to me, and I agreed to not perform that every night, because I plan on the show taking off and being able to do it, you know, everywhere. I really wanted to go to like all the colleges and stuff like that. So I said, okay, how can I still put this message out? Because I have to get it off my chest. It's something that needs to come out, something that needs to be said, something that needs to be done. And so I chose to film it.
Right. And you were doing that during when the pandemic hit.
Right before.
So
the one-woman show is entitled I Am Relentless. And the struggle would have been a film break. So it would have been a chance for me to change outfits, and for me to breathe, you know, and then come back. Or maybe like the film and then intermission, get myself together, bam, I'm back. You know, but it's a very heavy topic. You know, there are everyone that has been in that situation can identify with it. And the show is just basically like, you know, it doesn't matter how much life beats you down, you know, just remain strong, remain focused, and remain relentless.
Right.
You know?
Also, you did two little things I'm gonna bring up. Someone wants me to ask you about Poor Girl, Rich Girl.
Poor Girl, that's my baby.
Yes.
Okay. No, what's your question?
No, I was going to say you travel with that. That's because that's going places. So go ahead and let them know a little bit about that.
So big shout to my sis Julia Laporte. Is one of my good friends from college, and we're still friends today. She called me one day and she said, I have an idea for a movie. You know, so we went and sat down. We had lunch at One Fish, Two Fish. You remember One Fish, Two Fish?
I do.
So we went and had lunch there. And she gave me the idea. You know, she was like, this is what I want to do. And so we tweaked it, because I didn't want it to be about gold diggers. You know what I mean? Right. That's not who I am. And I can't I can be true to it, but I didn't want to be true to that. I didn't want to put that message out there. So I said, I can't do a movie. I ain't got no money, but I could do a play. Right. So it took me maybe like about 4 years. I sat on it. I tweaked it, read it to like all my family members. I'll be on the phone. You know how it is. You get a scene, you want to read through every, read scenes and get feedback and stuff. So I was doing all of that. And Cotton and I, big shout to you, Cotton Candy.
Yes.
Cotton and I. We went to interview someone that was having a theater festival at the Cabrini Theater. And when I was in there, it felt like home. And I was like, oh my God. And I wanted to know more. Once I was in the theater, like all kind of questions start popping up. How much is it? How much is it? What do I need? How can I get in here? And so I got into the festival, and then the festival collapsed. And I was like, oh my God. But I had already had my auditions. We had already been in rehearsals. And so the actors were like, yo, you don't need a festival. This could stand on its own. You don't need that. Come on, Staxx. Come on. Get it together. So I was like, okay. So I spoke to my mom, and she put a susu together. So I was in the susu twice before the play went up, and I used that money to produce the play and put out the flyers and, called on favors for people to be a part of it. And it was so well received, Shawn. I could not breathe until they laughed. And I remember Dre Foreman. Hey, Dre. Dre was like, Staxx, you got to breathe, Staxx. You got to breathe. Because I was in the stairwell like, he was like, it's okay. I'm like, as a writer, right?
Yes.
And as a writer, as a rapper, like I always held my notebook close. You can't. You don't want nobody looking over your shoulder as a writer. You keep it close. So for them to have the script, I had a hard time giving Cotton Candy the script, and we're close. I had a hard time giving it to her the first script. I'm like, I don't want to give it to her. But that's the story of Poor Girl, Rich Girl. It has its own life. We're in year 7. This would be year 7, I believe.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I haven't done anything with it, but I do have plans for it. God willing, I'll be able to see them through. So my family, my friends of Poor Girl, Rich Girl, I am not done. I am not finished. I have something for y'all later in 2021. So sit tight.
Then you did a little something. Well, give us the background real quick, because you mentioned Cotton, of the show you guys do, the radio show, the Air It Out show. 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna take the last minute before the break to talk about this other little project that you did. So give me
a little project be you.
I don't. I gotta
go
through my notes in my head and see.
Well, I met Cotton Candy at an audition for Jay Everyday's play A Piece of Me, which later became a movie and a book. And she and I were coming in replacing, not replacing, we were in addition to the actresses that were already a part of the play, and they had maybe kind of outgrown the roles or maybe not always available, and we were new, coming in, and because we were new, it's new booty. So everybody's not going to be as nice, some of them weren't, and they made it kind of hard. They made that adjustment kind of hard. And I was there for her. She let me be there for her. And I was like, I'm going to help you. You call me and I'm going to help you. And she was like, for real? And I'm like, yeah. And we've been tight ever since.
Yeah, y'all are like the dynamic duo, man. That's my stage wife. We did a play years ago called Best Kept Secret, and that was my Yeah, so you guys have been running.
Shout out to you, Robin. That was a good play.
Yes, yeah, and you guys have been running your show for quite some time. You're still running it out of Brooklyn, and it's a great afternoon show. Then last year, you did this little project called Whatever It Takes, the movie When Blood Runs Cold.
That was not a little thing. That was not a little
thing.
I'm
staying humble, Staxx. You got to stay humble a little bit.
Whatever. Listen, anybody that could sell out 2 theaters.
It was 3.
3, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
3, listen, you sold out 3 theaters in the same night. Everybody was really excited. Everyone wanted to be a part. They wanted to be there. They wanted to be in the building to support you. That is not something that's easy to accomplish. You know, when people show you that much love, it's amazing. You got to be thankful for it. I know that you're humble. I know that you're thankful. I've seen
Very
you do
much
your
so.
thing at BB King's. You know, I saw the
Yes,
Shawn, the
Legends of Soul show, right?
right, and then I also saw you on stage with Omar's piece.
Yes, back in the days. Back in the days.
Yes, and you guys were excellent with that. So I already knew what I was getting into, and I want to thank you. You know, for my role as Tanya. You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
I had
yeah,
a good time with that.
you did an awesome job. You did a great job. It was wonderful to be able to and shout out to Omar, the co-writer,
Big
co-producer
O.
of it. You know, I had this idea back in college and it sat that long and then God put it in my lap and said, do something with it. So I, enlisted Omar, reached out to him and he was like, yeah. And then having people around us talented like you guys and Cotton and all of the cast members, Al Bynum and Kevin and just everybody that was in the film and made the film. Yes, it's an award-winning film. So you're an award-winning actress in a feature
Now,
film.
congratulations to
So
us.
to us, there you go. So listen,
No,
Stack.
congrats to you. That was really big. I'm impressed.
Thank
For
you.
real,
Well,
I am.
well,
Thank
appreciate
you.
you and everyone else. For TV purposes, we got to take a short break. Got to take a quick one.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back and get into the second half of the show, which is, I think everybody's been waiting on this. I wrote a book called Expressions of Love and Romance. So
Ah.
after dark with Shawn Cornelius, we tapped
Mm-hmm.
into a little bit of your opinions on love, romance, intimacy, relationships, and we talk about it. So you're going to stick around?
I'm here.
All right. So listen, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back with more Staxx Cordero, the boss with the cigar in that picture, with more After Dark with Shawn Cornelius.
All right.
Yes, I did it. And I did it over and over and over again.
The bad part was I had to steal to get what I wanted, to satisfy my wants, my needs, and my desires.
I mean, everything seemed so good and perfect. Until...
But none of that mattered because I wanted what I wanted when I wanted it. And what I wanted was...
I know. Stress, no sleep, overeating, over drinking, sex partner after sex partner with no protection. I mean, but I felt like you failed me at times. My confession?
My confession?
My confession is...
My confession?
Thank you for listening.
After Dark with Shawn Cornelius, still sitting in the wonderful decorated green room that I decorated for her, just for her, Staxx Cordero. She's sitting back, relaxing, and we had a great first half hour and learning all about her career. Now we're going to get into learning about the lady herself, the woman, and because we had a great time last week with the men finding out their opinions. So Staxx, I'm gonna do you just the way. I'm gonna make it equal and fair, just the same stuff I talked about with the men on certain levels. So let's kick it off. And here's the first question for you. What is love to you and why is it important?
Wow. Love is when you can trust someone, when you can communicate well with someone, when you're patient with that person, when you can't wait to see that person, when you don't want to be away from that person, and when you know that you have someone that's solid, by your side. That's what love is from me.
And why is it important to you?
Why is it important to me?
Yes.
Listen, man, that's what makes the world go around. You know, there's love in so many different ways, you know, and I didn't even say anything about intimacy. What I
We'll get
said
there.
could be, well, hold on, but what I said could hold true for me, my friends, my family members, my, you know, my granddaughter, my daughters, you know, all of that equates to love for me. And
Right.
so if without that, you know, who are you? Like that really makes you who you are, you know. Love makes the world go round. Money does too, but you still need some layer. Somebody gotta love you somewhere,
Right.
you know.
Right. Okay. And you don't have to go into detail, but have you been in love before? An intimate love? Have you ever been? You brought it up. So the intimate love, intimacy. You can just say yes or no. This one you don't gotta go into detail.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Beautiful. Wonderful. And now let's jump to romance, Stacks, because romance is a little different, but it could be the same, you know what I mean, on a certain levels. Romance. Do you enjoy romance?
Oh yeah, romance is very important.
What's romance? Because again, here it is. Everybody has their own definition. What?
Everybody does have their own definition, and I think that that's something that should come natural, you know, for them. You know, every man is not romantic, but you know, for some people, if the man made up the bed and he fluffed those pillows just right, or if he washed the dishes, or if he brought, you
Preach.
know, food home early before the wife could cook, and you know, maybe if he brought flowers home, that may be considered romantic.
Yes.
You know,
Truth. Truth.
a card, you know, a card, just a card. I'm thinking of you. That may be romantic. Just the way someone is, you know, can be romantic too. Just their whole persona just can just change the way you think.
And as I like to talk about it, the love languages. Everybody has a different love language.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's level of romance is not the same. So you
No.
just have to tap into that person's what it is and appreciate them for who they are or what they give.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go ahead and actually let's flip it really quickly. What are three things that attract you to a man, Stacks? Hold on, let me get my paper and pencil. Go ahead. What are three things that attract you? Your top three things that attract you to a man. I'm just taking notes. I'm taking notes for the brothers out there. That's all.
Personality is key for me.
Okay. Personality.
Personality is really important. Conversation.
Okay. It's a good one.
The way they carry themselves.
All right. That could be their energy, their aura, or whatever on that level.
Listen, no, the way you all of that, but how you look, you know, all
so you're talking about physical appearance.
No. Well, how you carry yourself, how you put yourself together. I've always found that to be very attractive, you know, from young, you know, from very young. I always thought that was a thing, like how somebody puts this, you know, just
style.
Yeah, your style, your swag, all of that is important, you know. I want not important, but just how you take care of yourself.
No. I mean, it can be.
Yeah, how you present, your presentation.
Yeah, I'm sure you have
presentation.
More.
It's important.
Right, you have more, but it's in the three there. All right, so let's go the opposite. Give me the three turnoffs, the things that just will push you away from a dude. It's like, and I'm writing it down too.
I don't like, I can't say I don't like. I'm not attracted to the loudest person in the room. I'm not attracted to the loudest person in the room. I'm not attracted to someone that's disrespectful. You know, like they don't care about their language. They don't care about what they're saying around you. They could care less. You know, like chivalry, you know, for some people is dead.
Yeah. Some folks.
They don't know how to open doors. They don't know. They've forgotten a lot of things. And sometimes being in the wrong company, you know, you can forget too. Oh, I'll get the door. No, you're not. You know what I mean? Depending on that. I don't open doors. I don't open doors anymore. I don't even put on my own coat anymore. These are things that I wasn't even thinking about. You know what I mean? But I don't do these things anymore. I wish I would put my coat on. What you doing? Let me put it back on. You can take it off. You know, like that's how it is now. But that's not something that is instilled in everybody to open the door. You
It's
know,
the
come
truth.
around to the car and open up the door.
Now, since you said that, and I do totally agree. I'm from old school, and I was raised in a home with women, and my mom taught me very well, and my sister
Mm-hmm.
and aunts. Do you believe in reciprocating that? Do you believe that you should open the door, or you should at some point, not like if you're on the first date, second date, whatever you're in that woo, that dating, getting to know period? Like, would you ever open the door for your husband or unlock the
Yeah,
door
if
when
he
you?
has a lot of bags in his hand, sure.
Okay, so when you get in the car, you open the door. Gotta have bags. Gotta carry bags around you.
I will lean over and pull up the
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'll do
That's my
Bronx
point.
Tale.
Thank you very much. That's what I was getting at. Because I'm totally a man for chivalry, but I'm like, if my mama told me if I can let a woman in the car and open her door and she don't lean over and unlock that door, then she don't get no second date. So 'cause I get it. I've had women walk up to a door and just stand there and wait till I get there. Which again, I'm okay with that. But
No, this is the thing. If you don't already know, then you don't know, and I'm not gonna tell you. Too bad for you.
I
You
get you.
know, and you know, as I mentioned before, you know, being patient is I'm more patient now,
Okay,
right?
right.
Because when I was younger, I had no patience, zero. Like if you didn't know, you didn't know. I can't be bothered. No second phone call, no follow-up text, no, not just like I'm just no, and very dismissive. And I think that may have come from being around, you know, just I don't know.
Do
I
you
just didn't have the time for it.
do
I
you,
didn't have the time. If somebody did something wrong, it could be something so small. I'm like, oh, I just didn't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying?
right? And as
It's different now.
with growth, with age comes maturity and understanding,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we take our
Hmm.
time on those kind of things. Do you believe that a woman can be too independent and that can cause problems?
Yes. Yes, I do. I do. I
Because
do think
I
that.
know you're independent, and again, like a lot of women say, some men are afraid of independent, strong women, and like I said, I don't think it's a being like all of them are afraid. It's just I think sometimes how women put it across, and in the way man was that can kind of be what's the word? Oh gosh, it'll come to me. But anyway, you just have to know what to say, how to say things. You know what I mean, or how to. I think like you can
I
be
can
you
help.
can make. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I can help you. I'll help you because you were basically asking me whether or not I think, you know, maybe sometimes maybe my independence gets in the way. And maybe sometimes it did. And I think that just to piggyback off of what I said previous, me not having time was not so much me not having time for that person, but I didn't have the time to nurture what could have been a relationship because I was busy trying to nurture my career and I was busy trying to nurture my kids, you know. So
Hmm.
I didn't expect, maybe I did expect someone at that time to be perfect. I don't know what my idea of perfect was or what blueprint I was imagining at that time, but if it wasn't immediate bam for me, then I didn't have time and I didn't make time. Regarding being really independent, that is, you know, nobody wants to be the superhero, you know, and I'm definitely not a superhero. I don't think that there's anybody that's this independent, you know, I'm gonna do everything myself. Nobody sets
Hmm.
out to say, no one sets out to say that, right? But situations and relationships and life, you know, puts you in that position. And it's either you're gonna sink or you're gonna swim, you know?
Hmm.
So I'm swimming.
I agree. I totally
I'm
agree.
swimming.
And like I said,
So
mm,
now I don't have to swim. I'm still swimming, but now, you know, instead of going against the current, I'm swimming with the current.
right, right.
And I
Again,
have somebody that's like, all right, I got you. Let me, you know, let me pull you along some of the way. Hey, be careful. There's a rock there. We got to go around. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like sometimes you need another set of eyes.
growth, maturity,
Yeah.
compromise, understanding, all of that stuff. Because I know everybody's experiences causes them to think a certain way and do certain things. So it's totally understandable. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to make sure I got the question out properly because I don't want to generalize anyone. I don't want to generalize and go, all, because it's not true about all women. It's like things are not true
No, you
about all
know,
men.
no.
So we're good. So on the level of 1 to 10, how romantic is Staxx Cordero?
um, I would say an 8.
Or 8?
I would say
Okay.
an 8.
Okay. And what's the most, and if you don't want, because these are like really basic ones. It's like the most romantic thing that you might have done for somebody that'll put you at that 8, since you said 8.
Hmm.
Clean.
Oh no, I'm keeping it classy.
I know.
I'm keeping it.
I
I'm
know
keeping it
some of them. I know
classy.
some of them over there. Like, yeah, here we go.
No, they not. Wow. I like to plan trips. I like surprises, and so you do unto others as you want done unto yourself. And so those are some of the things that I've done, you know.
Okay. Trips are nice.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're going. Even trips to
Yeah.
Walmart are cool. Shopping.
No.
Come on, you've never just gone out with your person shopping, your man.
To Walmart?
I use
To get
Walmart.
some things that we
Yeah.
need.
I'm not saying just to walk around. We're not Hillbilly Joe in June. I'm saying
No.
yeah,
That's
okay.
far. Walmart is far. It's not right there. Walmart is far.
Listen, you talk about somebody that lived in the South and Walmart was not too far. So I'm just bringing up those times. Just shopping period. Just doing the basic things, simple things. Don't you like simple things, or they got to be extravagant?
No. Of course, yeah.
Everything except Walmart. No Walmart. Let me write that down. No,
we don't have it nearby, Shawn. It's
no,
not nearby.
I got you. Whatever it is. All right. Over to the Facebook page. You have some fans over there. Let's see. There's a gentleman that I was just looking at. Derek Skinner says, kudos and much respect to Staxx.
Hey, Derek, how are you?
Yeah. Nova says, I used to date a guy who opened my door. Then I'd lean over and open his. Good job. I hope you might still be with him. D says, as we should. I'm not sure. Some of these answers are coming from stuff that we talked about a few minutes ago. But you're getting thumbs up and hearts and all that good stuff. So it's positive.
Oh, good.
All right, Staxx. So give me what you think is the ingredients to a successful relationship. What are the ingredients to you that would, because we've all been in some that didn't last, obviously. So what do you think the ingredients are now that you're where you are mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually?
Well, what's key for me really is communication. That's number one, right? That's straight off the bat. Communication is key. If you do not have that, you don't have anything. I think this person should be your friend, and not just, oh, we're friends. No, they really need to be your friend. You really need to be able to be transparent with this person. Because if this is not someone that you can't be transparent with and you're only looking at them, for your own personal gain, then this is not the person for you. If this is someone that you have to put up walls with, this is not the person for you. If you don't trust this person, get out, walk away. You know what I mean? If anything that we're doing for longevity, right? That's how I see it. So, we have to be able to talk. We have to be able to talk. Romance is definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. It'll definitely keep a smile on your face. A nice friendly text message. It's just things. There's things. There's things when you're in a relationship that will come to you naturally, and things that you find yourself looking forward to. And it's the little things that are really important. Some people think that they got to go above and beyond. I'm gonna do this. No, if you just do this, that goes a long way.
Right.
It really goes a long way, and it's more memorable. You can't take that big old box with you.
Right.
But you can keep a beautiful memory always.
Sure.
It's important.
Sure. That's good. And since we're talking about love, because we're winding down on time, what's your plan? What's something that you've been thinking about since this pandemic that you need now that you might not have been thinking about before that you want to accomplish and do just because of the love of it? whether it be career wise and
Um,
or relationship wise or whatever?
I would like to finish editing my book, and I want to release it.
Okay.
That's what I would really love to do, because I really feel like that is going to be the onset to my career, and being able to wake up and do what I love, which is entertain, whether, in any of the genres that, that we mentioned. That's going to be what opens the door for that. So
Okay.
that's what I would love to do.
Cool. Well, what's continued blessings on that? Well, with all the stuff
Thank you.
you've done already. That's like a no-brainer. The universe is going to make that happen. So let's have a little fun before we wrap it up. I got a little game that I like
Okay.
to play. It's called Favorite.
Oh God.
No, this is Favorite Sevens. All right. So I got 7
Oh.
things that I'm just going to throw out there, and you tell me your favorites. And they're very. Why are you looking at me?
I'm
like
scared
that?
of these questions.
You're scared. Don't be scared of me, Staxx. Listen, I got you through
I'm
this
scared
part,
of these
right?
questions.
I got you through
Oh
this. You
God.
got you through.
You
No,
did good.
they're easy.
You did good. You did. I'm
They're-
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too. But look,
I'm proud of
you came to the show with your little nice, after dark outfit on and everything.
Yes, yes.
You scared of me? I'm scared of you.
I bought the Cleveland, Browns with me.
And I appreciate them, Cleveland Browns. It's all
Listen,
good.
I'm a lady. I'm a lady.
And that's how you do it. All right. What is your favorite food? Number 1.
Seafood.
Seafood. Just any particular, just the total seafood, everything.
If I was at a restaurant, that's what I'm choosing. Either that or like fried chicken. Love fried chicken. Gotta be a mean fried chicken.
Okay. All right.
Mean fried chicken.
Steven Strickland says hashtag cleavage Ohio. And D, I think she misunderstood what we were talking about, says Browns in the house. So anyway, she wanted to make a football reference.
Yes, I did. Yep.
All
Sure
right.
did.
Favorite song, number 2. Favorite song.
Adore.
Prince.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. That's a hot one. I should have played that tonight. Yeah. Got that on rewind or replay, don't you? All right.
No, I don't. I don't. I actually haven't listened to it in a while, like a few months.
But that's the one that does
But
it.
yeah. Yeah. What?
Okay. I'm gonna write that down and start that 3 times.
Oh God.
Play that on. So favorite store. We talked about shopping and you said Walmart. Your favorite store.
My favorite store actually is Rite Aid. I'm always
Okay. I have to ask, Staxx, any particular reason why?
Because you can get a lot of things out of Rite Aid. They're 24 hours.
Okay.
It's 24 hours. You can get snacks out of there, if you need household items.
That's your Walmart. That's your Walmart.
Quick dash.
Rite Aid. Okay.
Listen, when the beauty supply store is shut down, I can go in there and get my lashes real quick. I can get makeup if I need to. It's a quick dash.
I got you.
Yeah.
It works for you. It's all right. It's all good. All right.
Hey.
Favorite all-time movie?
That's not fair.
I know.
Damn.
Yeah, we don't.
I'm gonna say, Set It Off, because it has a lot of my favorite actresses in it, and it has a lot of my favorite actors are in it. So I'll say that.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Number 5, favorite state?
New York.
I mean, I don't know. And everybody has said at home, said like it might be something.
I'm just saying, hey, if I can move to Georgia, that'd be great. If I can move to LA, that'd be amazing. Go to Cali, that'd be great. But I've always said that when I make these moves, it'll be because my career takes me there. So come on, holla at your girl.
I'm the same. I can go anywhere else, but New York is that.
Hey.
All right, here we go. Number 6. Favorite time of the day to make love or be intimate?
Oh, there's no time.
Okay. I'll accept that answer too. That's cool. Listen, you should
There's
have heard
no
the
time.
answers I had last week. That's fine. That works.
Who looks at a watch? It's time now, baby. Let's
Well, you know
go.
what? No,
Got 15 minutes.
some people, well, I won't get into that.
Hey,
That's
well,
off camera.
I'm
But
not
some
trying
people
to have.
do.
Hey,
Some people,
well,
I'm always jump on that.
they might be planning a baby. You got to get it with.
Exactly. 6 minutes to wellness.
Yeah.
6 minutes,
Well, like the treadmill. All right.
anytime. Good deal. Anytime for Staxx. Fantastic. Last
No,
one.
not any time. I just said there is no specific time.
Well,
There's no.
that could mean anytime.
All right, Shawn, keep going. It's your show. I'm not gonna beat you up.
No, I'm just saying. I'm trying to understand. No specific time. Number 7, all-time favorite Black TV show.
Martin.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
Well, it was between Martin and the Fresh Prince. So, like, if they could be on the same, if I could even it out, they would be like right there.
Okay. All right.
Those are some of my favorite shows.
All right. Steven says, and I guess you could take this up with him, she misunderstood the question. I don't think you did, but he thinks you did. I think he said you misunderstood the last question with favorite time of the day for lovemaking. And you said there's no time. So I got it. I got it. Don't argue with me. It's Steven Strickland.
There's no specific time on my watch.
Talk to Steven. Yes.
Steven, there's no specific. It doesn't have to be 8 a.m., 8 p.m.
Wait a
If the
minute.
time is right,
Hey,
and me and my partner have that time, then that's when it's going down. Okay.
Say his name again. I got you on your close-up, so it's you now. Say that again to Steven.
He heard me before. Steve.
All right. So, all right. Look, thank you. So now you are released. You're released from the favorite 7. You're released from it. And yes, we are running out of time, Staxx.
Listen, I made it. Yay.
Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you always. Continue, again, blessings on everything you do. You're doing so much. And I want you guys to continue to go out there and support Staxx and friend her and support everything she's got going on. Before we get out of here, please tell them where they can find you, where they can follow you on social media and stuff.
Okay. Well, first of all, big shout to you, Shawn. Thank you so much for inviting me on your platform. I'm very, very appreciative of this opportunity. I had a great time conversing with you. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. And you can find me Staxx Cordero everywhere. Staxx Cordero, Cordero. That's Instagram and Facebook. I don't really do Twitter, but I'll get the message if you DM me.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much, Staxx. We appreciate you, darling. Thank you for being here. Got to get up out of here. So as I always say in parting, please go with God in your heart. Have a peace of mind. Have a wonderful, wonderful tomorrow. And listen, please take care of yourselves and be safe out there. And I'll catch you around the corner. This is Lula Mae and Cornelius's baby boy, Shawn Cornelius, saying, God bless you. Good night. Catch you around the corner from After Dark with Shawn Cornelius. Peace.